Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be taking a look at this awesome figure. This is the Jurassic World Primal Attack Massive Biters Siats Meekerorum, or Siats. I don't know how you pronounce it officially, but Siats Meekerorum is how it's spelled. This is a dinosaur I have officially never heard of before, so this figure is my first experience with the dinosaur as a whole. I had never heard of it before Mattel announced this. And, well, this figure is awesome. And I am glad that this is the first figure that I'm getting from the Primal Attack line. So yeah, Jurassic World figures aren't easy for me to come by anymore. Because back when I used to be able to get loads, it was because me and my ex used to go to Smith's nearly every time we met up. Now, I very rarely get to go to Smith's. For those of you watching who are not in the UK, Smith's is a big chain toy store, pretty much like Toys R Us. In fact, it has pretty much overtaken and replaced Toys R Us since Toys R Us closed down in the UK. Was it last year or the year before? Oh, a couple of years ago, I'm saying. But yeah, this figure is amazing. So if we take a closer look at it, there's some really nice detailing on the face. I love the eye. I believe I got good printing on both sides of mine. Yep. So QC on this figure of mine is okay. There is one little bit that I will point out later that I feel is a QC issue, but I'm not sure because, I don't know, it might be on all of the figures. No one else, review-wise, has pointed this out, so I shall have a look. So yeah, the teeth are really cool. I like these big teeth here because they go really nicely into that little gap, into the little notch. The little snaggle teeth. The inside of the mouth has been painted really nicely. A nice fleshy pink colour. The tongue does have a bit of a rough texture to it. And is also slightly shiny. Pretty much the whole inside of the mouth is slightly shiny. But yeah, I've found that with Mattel, on the figures where the mouth stays open in display mode, they've actually textured the tongue. Whereas the ones where the mouth stays shut, the tongue's just smooth. Shiny, but smooth. Because you don't see it a lot. Yeah, so it's got these nice spikes running down it, which I'm pretty sure are supposed to be like feathers. Like quills or something, like what the Indoraptor had. And you got nice hands, which are not just carbon copies of each other. So if you look at it from the front, one of them is pointing inwards and the other is pointing slightly down. Because I know sometimes with dinosaur figures, especially like the T-Rexes, they'll literally just mould the hand twice in two different directions, and then it's just like, yeah. So the hands look exactly the same, whereas these are different. And that's what I like about them. And you've got the quills running down the back. This bit right here is where I see my QC issue. Because this row of spines, all of the spines have basically been glued in separately. I don't know if you can see it there. You can sort of see the moulding line. See, all of the spines, because they're a slightly more flexible plastic, the spines were moulded separately and then just glued into the slots. Whereas this bit right here doesn't look like the line of quills went all the way. Because if I get this, so if I just get a headphone jack, no, that's too big. But yeah, you can slot something small in that gap. And you probably can't see it, but if you do shine a light, because this is hollow on the inside, if you shine a light, you will be able to see it through that gap. So, yeah, I don't know what was going on there. But other than that, the figure is really nice. So we've got the nice striping going down onto the tail. And the feet, there is the scan code for the Jurassic World Facts app. Though for some reason, with mine at least, it seems to have just automatically unlocked all the dinosaurs for me. I don't know why. It's just weird. No colouring really underneath. It's just all the colour of the moulded plastic with a bit of blue speckles. I don't know if I think Because the blue speckles run all the way throughout the orange colour. So I'm thinking orange with blue speckles is just the plastic. But yeah, still some very nice detailing there. In fact, these Primal Attack ones are some of my favourite figures that they've released. This is the only one I've got, but I've seen reviews of all the others, and they do look really, really nice. I am wanting the massive biters Tarbosaurus and Sarcosuchus, so the basically the T-Rex and the crocodile. I also kind of want the Sound Strikes. Not all of them, but some of them. And then there's the epic roaring T-Rex that I want. Oh, and the Carnotaurus, the Control and... Is it the Command and Conquer Carnotaurus? I'm not bothered which version I get, either the Toro, the Camp Cretaceous version, or the regular version. I think at the moment Toro is easy for me to get hold of. So, back to this figure. For articulation, there isn't a right lot. You can move the mouth. The mouth, head and tail are all connected to the gimmick, so there isn't really any full articulation in there. But the arms can go backwards and forwards, and they can also go in and out. Like the classic Jurassic World stuff, so it can look like it's going rawr. Trying to scare you. The legs are also hooked to the gimmick, but they do not move independently. And they also sort of soft ratchet into position as well. The feet do rotate by the looks of it, but I'm not risking it because the plastic is quite fragile on these. Yeah, it's quite brittle. If you throw this around enough on a hard surface, it will eventually shatter, I believe. But as you can see, it stands up really nice. There we go, there's it level. And it stands up nice no matter what position you have the legs in. So yeah, it will always stand up no matter what you have. So you can either have it as an old classic dinosaur or scientifically accurate or feeding. So for the main gimmick, the whole Primal Attack thing is basically puppeteering the head with the tail. That is basically Primal Attack's whole gimmick. So you can grab the tail. If you twist it, the head will twist. I'm just going to move the arms down so the arms are out of the way. So yeah, if you twist the tail, the head will twist. And then he's got this button on the tail here. And if you press the button, he'll bite. And that is literally it. And then obviously you can puppeteer it a bit more using the pivot on the legs as well. So it's pretty nice. Nice? Jeez, where did that come from? It's a pretty nice figure. I wouldn't use this too much because over twisting it might eventually snap something on the inside. I'm not entirely sure. But I can see this lasting a while. But it is also on a spring because the mouth just springs back open. So the spring might not last that long. But yeah, overall, very impressed with this figure. I haven't actually tried to see if it can pick anything up. So we have my assistant, Tiny Toga now. Let's see if it can... It can pick things up. That's nice. So yeah, alright, that's good. The grip is strong enough to pick light things up at least. I'm not sure how heavy a thing it can pick up. It's not picking me headphones up that are just off to the side. But yeah, it can pick light things up at least. So that is that. That's all I can really say about it. It's an awesome figure. I definitely recommend it. I can recommend it just A, if you're a Jurassic World collector, and B, if you're just a dinosaur fan. Because as far as I'm aware, this is the first figure of Siats Meekerorum that is out there. I mean, now that Mattel has made it, other companies like Papo and Nanmu and all that stuff, they might pick it up. But for the time being, For the time being, Mattel is the first one to make a Siats figure. So yeah, that's it. That was my review of the Jurassic World Primal Attack Massive Biters Siats Meekerorum. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm just pronouncing it how it's spelled. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I shall see you all in the next video, whatever that'll be. Bye!